Hello, good morning, and welcome to Green School's live virtual tour. My name is Cici, and I'm the development coordinator here. And today I'm going to take you for a jalan-jalan. That's Indonesian for walk around. And today I'm not going to be walking around by myself because I am accompanied by this amazing lady right here. Hi, Dita. Good morning.
Hello, Cici. Good morning. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So excited to have you here today.
Me too. I'm so excited to have you here also.
So Dita is this amazing lady that she involves a lot in a lot of Green School students project here. But before we get into that, I'm just going to quickly tell you what Green School is all about. So Green School is a pre-K to 12 school that was opened back in 2008 with only 90 students. But over this past year, we have a little over 500 students coming from 41 different nationalities, exactly. And what's unique about Green School is it focuses on learning for sustainability. Now, if you're wondering why Dita and I are carrying a water bottle and a glass, I promise it'll make sense in a minute, but for now, let's just start our walk around.
Sure.
So, Dita, would you like to introduce yourself really quickly to our audience?
Okay, so my name is Tita, and I originally come from Java, Jogja actually. I spent all of my whole life there, from baby till graduation.
Right.
And it has been 3.5 years for me here at Green School. And currently, I'm managing the innovation hub, or
Wow.
we call it iHub.
iHub, yeah.
Yeah.
And why Green School?
Well, so it's a little bit coincidence that I was a student in university, and I joined a hackathon. It's a programming competition where I
Right.
met somebody that told me about Green School,
Right.
and an internship program there. So after that, I searched, and then I did little research, actually a lot of research about Green School, and I applied to the program.
Right.
And yeah, it turns out I'm falling in love, and I'm here.
And you're here
3
now.
years after.
3.5 years later.
Yeah, it's
and
inspiring.
also what's interesting is that I heard that this year iHub, the social enterprise that you're managing right now, it actually consists of all women team. Is that right?
Yeah, it's totally right. We have 4 women really strong, come from different islands
Right.
in Indonesia with different backgrounds and expertise to run the iHub.
Right.
And you know what? With women, like there is no problem with gender. With the right tools and
Yes.
the right knowledge, we can do anything. Right?
Yes,
Same with
exactly.
men.
Yeah, exactly. Women empowerment, right?
Yeah,
okay. So you mentioned innovation hub, you mentioned iHub a lot, and that is something that you manage here at school. Can you please tell the viewers what iHub is all about? What is it that you do at iHub?
Okay, so the iHub is actually a space. It's quite big, that provides facilities and then machineries and experts to help the students and the community, or even outsiders like visitors, to nurture new ideas.
Right.
So in the iHubs, the students' ideas are brainstormed again, validated, and then tested, and finally be brought to life.
Right.
With all of the facilities that are available there.
Right. And is iHub only open for Green School community only, or is it for also people outside of the community?
Well, yeah, it opens for a Green School community and outsider, like the visitors or even local schools.
Right.
We did collaboration with local schools, or yeah, we did some collaboration with enterprises,
Right.
like some outreach also. But it's
Nice.
open for outsider also.
Oh, that's really cool. So, what sorts of projects, or what is the most memorable project that you've ever done during this whole 3.5 years that you've been here in Green School?
Wow, oh my God, there were so many projects.
Yeah.
Like, especially with students, everyone is doing project, right?
Right.
There are like hundreds of projects, but maybe the most memorable project was the Operation Rain or Shine, because it was my first project at Green School, and I saw so many students involved, like almost the whole school, and a lot of like parents
Right.
and community. They did like a big renewable energy project. They built like solar panels, helped to build vortex, and yeah, it's really big.
Right. And when was that project done?
So it was on 2017.
Right.
2017.
2017.
Yeah. And it's still going until now. Like like the byproducts of the project. Not byproducts, the follow up of the project.
Right.
It's going to class to jalan-jalan. So for hours program in a week, the jalan-jalan for the students to do passion projects. And yeah, until now, this afternoon I will have a session with a middle school to talk about vortex and solar power at
Wow.
in the iHub. So really exciting.
Okay, I've heard this word vortex a lot. What is vortex?
It's a microhydro, but it's horizontal, so it's moving horizontally, and it's powering like 70 to 90% of our energy supply at the
Here
Green School.
at Green School.
Yeah,
Wow, that
and
is
we're
amazing.
connected to the grid. We are exporting our energy access to the surrounding. So
Right.
we're helping the community with green energy.
Yay!
So cool.
And that is what we want.
Yeah.
So we're actually very close to one of the projects that that happened here in Green School, which I think it's also very amazing. Can you explain a little bit about that? It's very high tech. Like
Yeah.
I'm seeing tools. I'm seeing equipments there. It's
Yeah.
very high tech. Can you tell me a little bit about this project?
Okay, so hopefully the viewers will see.
Yes, they
It's
will in a minute.
session, Yeah. So yeah, what I love from Green School is it's encouraging the love for nature, but also it adores technology, but
Right.
sustainable technologies.
Yeah.
So there, okay, so working. This is a beautiful garden.
Very beautiful. And our cameraman is
Yeah. So in a second
Struggling.
you will see these machines. We call it hydro panels.
right. Hydro panels.
So
Right
the
here.
hydro panel. So it looks like solar panel with silver metal, but it's actually a device, a renewable power device
Right.
that extracts the air and turns it into drinking water. And it's premium because the drinking water is really pure and it's mineralized with like rich mineral. So you can hear the voice, right?
Yeah.
So that's the voice of
The
fan
noise.
absorbing,
Yeah.
extracting the air and
Right.
condense it into water.
No way. So this thing right here turns air into water.
Yeah. And I think it's the best
And is
water
it-
at Green School, the drinking water.
is it
It's so
drinkable?
good. It's drinkable. We can drink it from this
Ah, we're
faucet.
gonna try it a little
Yeah.
bit. Okay. So how long does it take for the students to be involved in this project right here?
Well, the students be involved the installation was conducted by the technicians and our maintenance team, amazing maintenance team. And the students help on the design, and they use this for learning, experimentations, water testing, and of course this technology is promoting solution, right? In other sides of the world or even in Indonesia,
Right.
there are a lot of regions that they do not have enough drinking water. And this is like an amazing solution. You can put it in a dessert, absorb the air, and
you get
got,
water.
drinking water.
Yay!
Yeah, should we try?
Yes, we should try.
Yeah.
Definitely. I'm
The water
excited.
needs to work
So
now.
you've been telling me that this water tastes differently from the water that we have here in Green School, because for our drinking water here in Green School, we also source it from the ground, from the rain that we have water catchment, which is also a project that we're gonna check out later. And we have a well, and you told me a few times that this drinking water tastes different. What am I expecting here? Is it gonna be, what is it? What's the taste gonna be like?
Well, it's gonna be like a little bit different, maybe sweet because it has a lot of minerals. So,
Okay.
so water tastes like it is affected by minerals and ions there. You can taste it. So you're
Alright.
the first. Okay.
I'm nervous. Should I be
Yeah.
nervous?
No.
Okay, that's enough.
It's
Thank you.
totally great. Me too.
Let's drink.
What do you think? It
Cheers
tastes-
first.
Yeah,
for our
let's
health.
cheers. It tastes different, right? With the reverse osmosis water.
Yeah,
A little bit sweet.
there's a bit sweet taste in it.
And yeah, it's rich. It tastes like mineral water that people sell because it's like that, pure and
Somehow it
mineralized.
tastes really fresh as well. So, if any of you guys after the pandemic is interested to come to Green School, come visit us, join our tour, try this drinking water. It tastes really refreshing. All right, shall we continue our walk?
Okay, sure.
All right. Now, I know that at iHub, students get to do two kinds of projects, which is the non-funded one and the funded one.
Yeah.
Can you please explain to us what the difference between the two?
Okay, so well, Well, like almost all the projects are actually funded, but there is a service in the iHub that we call it the project center, and it provides like tools for project development and also funding,
Right.
which can be grant or loans. And this funding, they can use it for their passion projects or projects that happening outside the class that doesn't have like budget from the class itself
Right.
to develop it.
Yeah.
Like it can be in their jalan-jalan or it can be in their free time.
Right.
But those fundings are available not only for green school students but also for the green school English and the KKC students.
Right.
Like yeah.
So KKC is actually Green School's social outreach program. It's a local outreach program where it allows 400 local Balinese students surrounding the area to come here to Green School after school hours to learn English, and they don't have to pay for that. They only have to bring 5 kilograms of recyclable trash in exchange for 6 months worth of English classes, which I think is really, really cool. Now, we're actually right now at the biggest bamboo structure we have here in Green School. This is called the Heart of School, and Dita, as you know, before the pandemic, this is where all of us, the member of the community, you, me, students, teachers, staff, and everybody, we would have lunch here together. You can see tables, exactly, tables scattered around the area, and this is where we have lunch. So, in my opinion, I think that the Heart of School is sort of a symbol of community here in Green School. Other than, we also have community center where the parents would stay throughout the day to be involved in their children's learning journey. But this place right here is always very special for me personally because this is where the community gathers, and on an active school day you would see students doing their projects here and everything. Now, what's unique about this building is actually on the bamboo poles. Now, you're gonna see it in a minute, but on these bamboo poles there are about 3,000 names that are hand carved by our very, very talented carver. And so these are the names of our donors. You see, because Green School, as you know, we have a local to global initiative called the Local Scholarship Programs, which currently allows 37 Balinese students to come here to Green School to receive international standard education on scholarship. So I think that's really amazing. And these names on the bamboo poles are actually our supporters, are actually our donors. Those are the people that donate. They're most of them are our tour visitors. They joined us for our Green School tour. Before the pandemic, we have a tour that happens on a daily basis. They come here and they look at Green School, and then they heard about the local scholarship program, and they feel inspired to help the program to keep going. And by carving their name on the bamboo poles is our way to say thank you. This is our gift to them, and it's also it also signifies them being a part of Green School Extended Family, which I think is really, really cool. Now, Dita, being here for 3.5 years, what do you think of the local scholarship program?
Okay, the program we usually call it LSP.
Yeah, LSP,
so
local
LSP
scholarship program.
that.
Yeah.
So, well, when I know about the LSP, of course, I know since like my first week of the program. Actually, it's really mind blowing. Yeah, I've been spending like the whole of my education with the like traditional systems, right? Where we were so focused on textbook and then grading system and homeworks, examinations, and since these educations where students can be their own selves and they can receive like the right tools to be themselves. I'm so glad that we give the opportunity for our local students to be the part of this international amazing education. So we are planting the seeds because our LSP students, of course, will be like the change makers within their home area, home country, or wherever they are for the world, right? So it's really mind-blowing.
Yeah, so if any of you would like to know more information about the local scholarship program, you can drop us an email at scholarships@greenschool.foundation. Now, more about the LSP students, I'm sure that they are also involved in several projects as well. In your experience, what are the most mind-blowing ideas that these LSP students have ever had in your experience?
Well, that's a difficult question because every idea is inspiring and
Yes,
mind-blowing.
of course.
With its own uniqueness.
Yeah.
But we can see several like projects that are really impactful that were led by the LSP students in a minute.
Yeah.
But the projects that happenings in the iHub are really diverse.
Yeah.
So we cannot say like this is the favorite topic
Yeah.
or something like that. Every like it's so diverse from sewing till making, you know, like electricity generator from the step, you remember?
Yeah.
Or even make furniture to make beauty products. So
Yeah.
it's really diverse. Like,
Right.
every idea is just mind-blowing.
Right.
But in a minute we will see a water catchment, rainwater catchment system with a natural pond that actually was initiated by the middle school and led by LSP students. Also, there were a lot of LSP students there. And why they created the rainwater catchment system was because those areas before, when the heavy rain happened, it was always like, you know, the center of flood.
Right. Okay.
Flood. So they created that project, and the objective is to reduce the flood, of course.
Right.
And then bring the water to the water pond.
Right.
Yeah,
and
but
we're gonna check it out in a minute.
Yeah, and I really witnessed they dig it with hole by themselves. Like, but it's a good, you know, experience.
Yeah, of
right?
course, of course.
And we can also appreciate people that do all the operations because that's a very big and important task.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And then
So here's
they're
the water
also,
pond.
I think, you know, in doing all of these projects, including this water catchment, it's also, for me, it's very important for the kids because they are being faced with real problems, and they come up with, well, maybe this is a mini solution for now for green school, but then, you know, in the future they would be able to contribute something like this to their community and their society, and I think it's really awesome. Yeah. So how much involvement did iHub had in this project?
Well, at that time it was a project center, so we gave the funding and help. Oh, we had teams at that time. The team was bigger at that time, and then the team, there were like 2 of our teams were directly involved to mentor the students.
Yeah.
So directly involved on every single class.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was like a month maybe, like it's like 4 weeks project.
Oh wow.
Because it's in jalan-jalan.
They built that in a month?
Yeah, in jalan-jalan, not every day they do that,
Yeah.
but it's jalan-jalan
Yeah.
once a week, right, like that. So yeah, it was a really intensive and hard work project.
Right.
But you can see the difference when before and after when heavy rain happened.
Right.
Yeah.
And no more flood right now.
Well, it reduced. Yeah,
It was reduced.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when the water pond is like full, of course the water will go sort of be
Yeah.
zero. But it's a good. And actually the water pond was directly in the ground, right? So it's absorbing, and we give back the water to the, you know, to the ground.
Yeah, for
The
sure.
groundwater.
And this right here, the healing crystal garden, this is also one of the projects that the students are doing. So here in Green School, whenever we say project, it's not just about students building things, but a lot of times it's also students restoring stuff. And the example is this crystal right here.
Yeah.
This crystal area is actually the most peaceful location here in Green School. It's a location of mindfulness.
Yeah.
And I remember, you know, about a year ago, this place is really dry.
Yeah, it was really dry.
It doesn't exactly, and it doesn't symbolize. It doesn't give mindfulness. You know, a place where you would find peaceful there. So I heard the middle schooler also.
Yeah, the middle schoolers are really
active. Really, yeah. So, so what did they do? What did they exactly did here in the Crystal Garden?
Yeah, so I I'm not sure if it's thematic or jalan-jalan, but they pitch an idea to did the crystal restorations, but not the crystal, the surrounding of the crystal,
Right.
because it was so dry. So they wanted to plant some plants, make garden and make it green.
Right.
So they pitch an idea to buy the seeds, not the seeds, yeah, the seeds of the grass, right? And then they really like plant it by themselves.
Right.
And then they, you know, maintains that until the grass growing.
Right.
And they put like sign, do not enter, because it's still on restoration.
I remember
and
that,
look at
yes.
the grass now, like years later.
Yeah,
it's
now
so green.
Now
right?
it looks like a peaceful
Yeah.
place to have your mindfulness sessions or whatever you want to do in there.
Yeah.
It's beautiful now.
You can do picnic there.
Exactly, yes. Okay, so another project that we're going to check out really quickly is actually the pizza oven,
Oh yeah.
right? Which is right there on our left. Can you tell us a little bit about this project?
Okay, so as far as I remember, this pizza oven was actually a trial because this was the lead students, so high school leads. So they wanted to go for a trip to East Java and then collaborate with local servers community there to build like pizza ovens, and also did some community service program there. So before they went there, they also built it for green school, of course, and they did the design, they built it by themselves, and it has you know, like
Luxury.
unique artistic
Balinese.
Balinese
Design right there.
designs,
Yeah.
and they use like recycled materials inside for the heating area. Yeah, something like that. It's really cool, like amazing, right? Look like our students building something like this with mud wall.
Yeah, exactly. And the most interesting thing is, it worked because we used to have Pizza Friday. Remember that? Before the pandemic, we used to have Pizza Friday, and this is where the kitchen staff would cook our
The
pizza,
pizza.
and it was super, super delicious.
Yes,
Now,
delicious.
Dita, it's funny because you mentioned earlier about being at a local school while you were growing up, and now, you know, experiencing the conventional education system at your school back in the day, and now that you're here in green school, what is it that is important that green school have that is different from the type of education that you had when you were a kid?
Well, of course, first, like really obvious, the buildings. We're in the middle of jungle. All the buildings are coming from sustainable materials, right? So it triggers our love for the nature every single day, and it nurtures that love to the kids every single day. And we do not have it, right, in the conventional schools. And then, of course, the curiosity that we adore here. So like we are asking questions, and then we are not afraid of, you know, problem, and try to create the solutions. But sometimes it fails, which is okay, because everything is trial and errors.
Exactly.
And here every single day is trial and errors of something. Their classes are hands-on projects. Of course, without forgetting the theoretical base, we still need it. But it's just amazing, like how dynamic the curriculum is here.
Right. And in your opinion, as you know, an innovation hub manager and also / educator, I can say that, right? You're half an educator. Why is it this method of learning here that we have in green school, why is it important now?
Yeah, because oh my God, the world is changing so fast, especially with this pandemic and so many events, crazy events happen in the world. But when we look at the education is like it's almost the same like before. It doesn't change that fast, right? And we need students that are ready to become future green leaders, of course. But also for now, why do we need to wait until the future when we can do something now? Every day is a new opportunity, right? To create positive impact, of course. And little by little, imagine when they're growing up, they can do like big things in their own ways, in their own strengths and interests.
And also, like I said earlier, that in green school, when we say the word project, it's not limited to students building things. It has something to do with restoration as well. But then we just passed our kitchen right there. Now the kitchen used to have a seed to table program, which allows students to learn about food cycle. So they learn about how their food is produced, how their food is cooked, and how their food is can be disposed of, which I think this is also something that very interesting for students to learn. You know, it's important for students to understand and know where their food is coming from. It's also a learning process for them to appreciate their food and possibly finish what's on the plate, right? Yes. Now, as you know, in Green School, and this is also one of the things that stood out for me when I first came here to Green School, is actually the surroundings. It's very, yes, we are a school in the middle of the jungle, so we have bugs, we have insects, we have mosquitoes, we have rocky pathways, we have little paths with pebbles and all that, and children and adults, we would sometimes slip and fall, but that is part of the experience. For me, the way I see it, this is a way for, this is a learning, this also has learning value. Everything in Green School is intentional. It's a way for us to become more aware of our surrounding. Now, what do you think of that? Because like in conventional schools, you would see buildings with asphalt and with like really smooth pathway and all that. But what we have here is totally the opposite of that.
Up and down.
Exactly. What do you think of that?
Well, for me, that's really important, like to nurture the awareness of students and also the staff and community, that we need to look around, see around, observe, and act with intentions, right?
Yeah.
So, and that happens in the real life. Like we need to observe and understand what's available around, what's the challenge around, and these teach us every day and teach the students. How you see the garden?
Yes.
Actually, the iHub with the students were planting patchouli and lemongrass.
Right.
Yes, as you know, we have the BioLab here.
Yes.
It's one of our centerpieces, and the BioLab is like organic products lab, so we can make a lot of organic products.
Nice.
And these plants, when we harvest, we can make essential oil,
Wow.
lemongrass and patchouli, and use it to make other products like beauty products, lip balm, or candle or soap.
All with natural ingredients.
Yeah, all with natural ingredients. And a
Perfect.
lot of use cooking oil from the Biobus, and the grease polish.
Yes.
And the glycerin from the biodiesels making.
Yeah, which you're going to explain what Biobus. We're going to explain what Biobus is all about. Now, we are actually here at the Innovation Hub, or this is your playground. This is where the magic happens for you and for a lot of the Green School kids and the community as well, right? So, would you like to show us around, please?
Sure. So, okay.
We're gonna go this way.
Okay, so these are some exhibitions, little exhibitions. We have exhibitions everywhere. But this is from the bamboo work, the laser cutter, and different composites and fibers.
Yeah.
But these all are students made projects.
Right.
Which is really cool. You can see it's really diverse, right?
Yeah,
This
very.
Is a 3D print. Okay. Oh, it's also okay. But this is like the 3D printer. They built like like a little town.
Right.
They can learn 3D designs and then print it with the 3D printer.
Wow.
It's really cool.
It is very diverse,
Yeah,
hey?
it's really diverse. There's all the plastic, the recycled. This is from sandals.
From flip-flops?
Yeah, from flip-flops. That but Francis made flip-flop out of that also.
Oh,
I saw in the
right.
virtual tour with Francis, right?
Right, yeah.
And yeah, different materials here, and all the bamboo. This is example of the prototyping and make the real project. So they make prototype out of cardboard like this first before they really make it out of like more solid materials.
Right.
And yeah,
Cool.
yeah, different prototyping and product. So I haven't mentioned before there are 6 different surfaces in the iHub. First is the violet, and then you can see actually there behind the camera is a metal, wood and bamboo
Right.
workshop. They have different machineries and then tools, power tools.
Yeah.
And well, yeah, they can do a lot of things there and building like big structures.
So basically, iHub, the tools that you have here is a combination between low tech and high tech.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm excited because every time I come here, I'm always curious to try on your 3D printer and your laser cutter,
Wow.
which I have here. I think this was also
yeah.
made by the laser cutter that we have here
So cute, right?
in the iHub. Yeah, so I'm always very curious of all the things that you guys are doing here, and also with the Biobus, right? So Biobus is actually a student-initiated project a while ago that right now has become a social enterprise here in Green School. So basically the idea of Biobus, the idea was to, at the time, because the student was very concerned of the used cooking oil black market, and also how used cooking oil produce a lot of waste and it's really not good for the environment. So he came up with an idea of turning used cooking oil into biodiesel, which right now allows Biobus to have 6 school buses. We have 6 school buses that runs entirely from used cooking oils, and not like regular cars, and this, right? Not like regular cars. Our the smoke that comes out from our Biobus exhaust smells like fried chicken. That, right? Yeah. So that is something that we always like. We're always a bit. We're not a bit. We're very proud of, right? Yeah. And so the process of students learning or learning the how to change the used cooking oil into biodiesel, it actually happens right here at the Bio Lab. So, and you mentioned something about the producing of essential oils, right?
Oil.
It also happens right at that location that you're looking at right now.
Yeah, can we go there a little bit? I think
Oh yeah,
some of
for
our
sure.
staffs are making something. I
Oh,
don't know
interesting.
what.
Are they making?
Yeah, and they are, hey guys. Hi. Okay. Can you introduce yourself? So actually, they will introduce themselves.
They will introduce themselves. Okay. Hello. Hi guys.
Hello. Hello. What's your name, guys? And what you guys are doing now?
So
Busy.
we are
wow.
making mosquito repellent.
Mosquito repellent.
Wow.
And my name Andina. I'm part of the Biolab. And my friend is
Hi, my name is Diana.
And you guys are making
repellent.
mosquito repellent. So as I said before, that we are a school in the in the jungle. So we have bugs, insects, and we also have mosquitoes. It's part of the Green School experience. But always we are always prepared. We always take precautions. And these amazing ladies right here are formulating bug repellent, mosquito repellent. They do smell testing, making sure that it doesn't only repel mosquitoes, but it also smells nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is from the garden by lemongrass.
Oh wow, that's
Essential
amazing.
oil, right? Woo.
Nice.
Well, great job, guys.
Good job, guys.
Yeah.
Carry on.
Yeah, do you want to see some high-tech and low-tech
Oh yeah,
technologies
for
there?
sure.
So we have robotics also and electronics, the biolab, and the laser tag, CNC, and yeah, so well, it's really diverse in the iHub, and the Biobus is one of the sample of student-initiated project that turns into sustainable, financially sustainable business.
Right.
Okay, so
Walk us through.
there you go. Okay. The middle school and primary school loves this. They learn programming and controlling with this Lego because they can control and program it to do specific tasks.
Right.
And yeah, this one is a little bug. You can see like this is from the cardboard.
Right.
And then when we turn it on, it's moving. Oh,
Ooh.
here.
Oh wow.
It's so simple. We can make it with a grade 1 or grade 2.
Grade 1 of primary.
Yeah, like,
Wow.
with a lot of help, right?
Right.
But with grade 3, grade 4, they can do it
Nice.
themselves. Look at this little panda. This was a footprint project.
Right.
All right, the cute panda and the recycled pepper, put binding. This is one of the 3D printer.
Oh, that's the 3D printer project.
Yeah, this
Right.
is so funny, but I'm gonna show you guys something.
Okay.
This is a 3D printer. So like last week or this week, yeah, the kindies are early years.
Yeah,
students.
early years.
They came to us and said like, oh my god, my tiger is broken.
Mhm.
So can you make a new tiger? So we print this. We need to clean the support, but this is the tiger that we printed
Right.
with the 3D printer.
3D.
Yeah, we need to
So you're
clean
gonna-
up the
yeah.
clean up the support. It takes a little bit.
Wow.
But you can see, right, the tiger. Okay.
Nice. And then they're gonna paint it later on.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that. it
So
is
here
what it
in
is.
green school, it's not just the older students that get to do cool projects like this, but as young as early years, they also get to experience the high-tech equipments that you guys have here.
Yeah. Well, they didn't like operate it by themselves,
Mm-hmm.
but they see how's the process, how it is, what we can do with the high
Yeah.
tech. And yeah, so you can imagine like with all of these low tech and high tech,
Mhm.
like it's really required for now. It's a school for now.
Yeah,
right?
exactly, totally. I was gonna ask you about that because now we have this green school is now we have this movement called the School for Now. And why do you think that's important now more than ever?
I will say with these pandemic situations and the world will not be the same anymore,
Mhm.
right? So we can be the leader for the future, but why not now?
Mm-hmm.
Why not now? Every day is a new opportunity, like what I said before.
Yeah.
Like they can be leaders, they can be change maker right now.
For sure.
And yeah, Green School is a school for now. Like we equip the students with those skills.
Yes, amazing. Okay, so we're coming to the end of our tour. Dita, do you have any last words you want to say? Any messages you want to deliver to the our viewers today?
Yeah, sure. I want to this also. So, if you have any questions, so you guys can send us an email. But like what I always say to the students in the Innovation Hub, like falling in love with a problem. Don't be afraid with problem, and just enjoy the trials and errors until you find the best solution. And when you find the better solutions, go for it. Like life is a trial and error. Enjoy the process of
Wow.
experimenting.
That was really beautiful.
sorry.
That's okay. Thank you, Dita. It was really nice having you today. So if you guys would like to know more information about the iHub and would want to work on a project maybe here, if you're on the island, please email
Yeah,
the iHub
Innovation
team
Hub
over here.
at Green
And
School.
one of the amazing ladies will for sure respond to your message.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm Cece, and thank you so much for joining us today. I hope that wherever you are, you guys are healthy and happy, and hopefully that after this whole pandemic is over, you will be able to visit Bali and visit us here in Green School and meet Dita in person and talk
Yeah.
about projects and everything. So that's it from us today, Dita.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys. See you in the Green School.
Bye. See you in the next tour.